Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to The Local Flavor. As always, I'm your host, Mark Roberts, and this is the only show that features local restaurants and what they put on your plate. Today we're in between Turbyville and Lake City, South Carolina, right near the Barano community, at the one and only Gowdys Farm Shed. Now this place puts a new spin on an old school country store. You're going to find everything from produce to hot dogs, subs, ice creams, and milkshakes. We're going to go in and talk with the owners, Mr. and Mrs. Gowdy, find out what makes this place so special, and try out one of their famous subs. You guys don't want to go anywhere. It's only right here on The Local Flavor.
Well, the history of Gowdys Farm Shed, we started out here, my grandfather, decades ago, farming this piece of property here. It was originally a tobacco and row crop farm. When my granddad got older and couldn't farm as much, my dad, trying to keep him out in the community, started farming strawberries out here. When it was originally 2 tobacco barns here, and we started selling up underneath the shed of one of the tobacco barns on the dirt floor, a cardboard table with a cigar box as a cash register back when I was in high school. And eventually we moved on to the inside, retrofitted one of the tobacco barns, and several years later my dad came in and built this building to resemble an old country store. My granddad was in the store business for years, country store business, and I guess it just kind of ran in the blood, and we decided, my wife and I decided to open this up and give it a try out here with the produce on the outside, and then with the hot toasted subs and hot dogs and ice cream on the inside. We wanted to always stay with the farm side of the business. And now people can come in, sit inside, and when it's seasonal produce and there's farm work going on, they can watch the farm work or the butter beans being shelled on the outside, and just watch the farm in operation as they sit on the inside.
We started August of last year. We just had the all beef hot dogs and the Bluebell ice cream, 16 flavors. And we've done the produce, and through the seasons, depends what we have. Spring and summer we'll have produce. Fall we had the mums, we decided to do mums, and we added pumpkins for the fall. And then the winter, Kurt, we used to do Christmas trees earlier and just had that, so when we added this and the Christmas trees, and Kurt also does the Christmas wreaths. And then after we sold the Christmas trees, ice cream and hot dogs, we needed a little something extra, so we closed down for after Christmas. We opened up this April thinking of something that would be good, and we figured sub sandwiches would be pretty easy, and there's nothing really close to around here that does that, so that's what we went with. And so far, as knock on wood, it's been going pretty good.
We've always sat here and thought about it, and we've thought about it for years, and it's just took the courage up. My wife worked another job, and I worked full-time also, and we knew that one of us would have to quit a job, and my wife decided that she would give it a try out here and run the place. And so it took an act of faith really to do it, but we just thought that there was potential out here. It's a great building, and we've always loved the farm. And I've always loved it out here, and I enjoy being out here as much as possible. My wife has really enjoyed it. She loves wearing shorts and t-shirts to work, she said. But she also enjoys communicating, interacting with the community and the people that stop here. And she loves that. She's really good at it also.
I know he's always wanted to do something extra on the farm, and the farm's very special to the whole family. And I enjoy actually being out here, even though I was never raised on the farm, so I'm still learning as we go. But he decided to do this, and I was behind him on it. I thought it'd be a good idea, it'd be something to get the whole family into. Hannah's out here with me. It gives me and him more time with her, especially after school. She comes out here and stays with us. But it was just something that we wanted to do and continue to do and have our family name on it.
When my wife and I decided to start this out here, went to produce and then serving food on the inside, I was asking my dad when we were going to do the official naming of the company, did he want to keep it Gowdy and Sons Farms? Even though my wife and I were going to be the one opening up the business, it was giving him the option what he wanted to name it. And my daughter said, but I'm not a son. And although I would have never been able to change the name from Gowdy and Sons, he said just name it Gowdys Farm Shed, and that's how the name came along. So it took a 9-year-old asking him about it, and he changed up on it.
The preserves, we have different kinds of jams and jellies and apple butters. Kurt has gotten them from around the area. I think they are from the farmer's market. I think they came from North Carolina, but they catch people's eyes and people enjoy getting the old jams and jellies that are homemade.
We carry seasonal produce. We've got watermelons right now. We've got cantaloupes, tomatoes, okra, squash, cucumbers. So we keep as much in stock as the season allows. Well, as I said, we like to keep the farm part always going and always the farm theme out here. And we love people seem to enjoy sitting on the inside and looking outside the windows and seeing the farm work going on, whether it's the tractors, or whether it's selling the produce or bringing the produce in. We grow our own produce, but we also buy locally from other local farmers in the community here. We like to support the community. This is rapidly evolving into a produce area around here. A lot of local produce, a lot of farmers getting into it. Some great, fresh South Carolina grown produce here. Matter of fact, my cousin just walked in and he farms a few hundred acres of produce. We just started our first batch of local peanuts. We always keep green peanuts, boiled peanuts, a large pot of it on here. As long as peanuts, we can get our hands on them. But just this week started coming into local green peanuts, and it's the best batch that I've seen since we started this year of peanuts that's coming in, is those local peanuts.
The interesting is the customers coming in. We got our local customers, our regulars, which we love. But what's kind of fun is meeting the people that are traveling. I'm amazed how many people use 378 to go to the beach and elsewhere. We've had, just this summer, we've had people from Canada stop in. Some from the state of Washington, and we've had some people from Kansas. And what's really neat, because we also sell the boiled peanuts, a lot of them never tried it. So they'll ask us about them and we'll let them sample it, and we've had several people actually get a couple pounds and go home with them.
It's your country store theme here. It's family operated. It's, as you can tell and looking around, it's got your country store theme to it. But you can sit on the inside and watch on the outside the farm at work. And a lot of people seem to enjoy that. Also, when you walk inside, it's a real family atmosphere. It's a real clean atmosphere, family oriented. People love to bring their children out here, sit down. You can hear the conversation going back and forth. And everybody that comes, whether they're from in town or from the community or from out of town, say they just really feel at home here.
It's fun, it keeps the country feel around the area. My father-in-law has a lot of the antiques that he's bought, and that's helped a lot. A lot of the signs on the wall, the old player piano we have in here, and some of the old Coke bottles and stuff. It just helps just keep the old-timey feel to it, and it catches a lot of people's eye, because now you don't see that much anymore.
I always keep my eyes out when we're going through the countryside or we go up in the mountains. Keep an eye out for your old signs and keeping it authentic, not your reproductions. But also we plan on screening in another part of the shed and hopefully adding on eventually and having a big outside area. Hopefully at some point in time be able to have your little bluegrass pickings out here. Have a real good family atmosphere out here where we can accommodate a lot more people and be able to go that route.
We have all beef hot dogs, and you can put anything you want on them. We have, like I said, we started with the subs. We have several different subs. We have the club, the stuffer, which is all the meats, and the Italian. But as I tell some people, they'll look over it and not sure what they want. If we have the meats and veggies, we'll make what you want.
We decided when we were going to add on, we did the hot dogs and the ice cream. We decided we needed to add something else and something that you couldn't get close by. And we decided to go with hot toasted subs. And I myself love a hot toasted sub. I personally love the roast beef sub. We use premium meats. We slice all the meats and the cheeses here. The roast beef, the pepperoni, the salami, the ham, the turkey, the provolone. And I personally love a roast beef with provolone cheese on it with as many toppings as I can fit on it.
I'm Caitlin.
And I'm Erin.
And today we're going to be making you a large toasted stuffer. First we're going to start with the bread, which is a 12-inch stuffer with white bread. We first start with the ham. The stuffer has all the meats. So it has ham, turkey, roast beef, salami, pepperoni. After the meats, we then put the cheese. The stuffer comes with both kinds of cheeses, which is American and provolone. Then we next put it in the toaster. Just put it in. Now that it's toasted, we give you a choice of a variety of vegetables that you would like. We have lettuce, cucumbers, onions, tomatoes, banana peppers, bell peppers, jalapenos, olives, and then we put pickles on the side.
So we have mayo, mustard, old vinegar, and we just recently got sweet onion and honey mustard sauce. So this one has a little bit of everything on it.
Make sure y'all stop by Gowdys and get your own foot-long stuffer.
Okay, BJ, we just saw your girls back there making some awesome sub. Tell everybody what this is.
This sub it's a toasted stuffer. You can get them toasted or not. It has every meat on it that we have. It's got ham, turkey, salami, pepperoni, roast beef, and I think that is it. But then we also have, we put both cheeses on it, which is provolone and American.
I like how she said, I think that's it, as if this isn't enough.
We do have bacon. If you want it, we could add bacon also.
I think this, I don't know if it can even handle anymore. Look how huge this thing is. Any more and it's just going to topple over. Now, to go along with this was a hot day today. And you guys actually specialize not only in ice cream, but in milkshakes. Is that right?
We have started milkshakes. So we can do any flavor. We have 16 flavors of bluebell ice cream, whichever kind you want. We will put it in a milkshake for you.
And I personally asked for a butter pecan because that's one of my favorites. I think when you're in a good country store, butter pecan is definitely a must, right?
And that is our fastest selling one. So
no surprise. That really is one of those flavors that you just kind of crave when it gets hot.
That's
now,
one we'll always have.
I'm telling you, the place is already filling out. I'm seeing a lot of orders for hot dogs. What are some of the more popular items here?
The hot dogs has always been popular, but the subs now, the stuffer's catching on, and the club and the Italian are really big. But then, of course, with the kids, we got ice cream, and the one that is the funniest is crazy colors, because some kids call it Superman. Their face will turn red, blue. But we try to alternate some of the flavors to give everybody a variety. But then, like I said, like butter pecan and vanilla and chocolate, we'll keep some of the constants that sell.
Personally, I can't let this melt here, so I've got to try. Now, while I'm eating this, tell me about what do you see as far as the future developments of Gowdys? What do you think is going to be happening as far as the menu, or are we going to try to stick around for the same theme for a while?
Well, I think right now we're getting comfortable with it. There is possibilities of expanding. We're going back and forth with some different sub items. Not really sure what the next new item will be, and we're hoping for maybe outside, expanding a little bit outside too. With I mean, we have the checkerboard game out there. We do have a lot of people that'll come in and have
That's
ice
a big
cream.
checkerboard game, by the way.
They'll sit out and have ice cream and play checkers for a while. Some of the kids will, and some of the adults we've seen out there. The rocking chairs, The rocking chairs have been a hit, especially on a nice day. They'll sit out there and rock.
And you can just kind of picture some, local townsfolk just sitting around there and kind of sharing stories and everything. It's really a great place. I can't wait to see what this place is going to do in the future, because right now we're fairly new. Am I right?
Yes, and like I said, we opened up last August with just the hot dogs and ice creams, and then we reopened again in April, adding the subs. But like I said, we have the seasonal things. We'll have the produce and everything, but don't forget us in the fall with the mums and pumpkins, and then especially on Thanksgiving, we'll start selling the Christmas trees and the wreaths.
Well, I know you got a lot of work to do. Personally, I'm going to keep eating. You guys keep watching FTC Now. Check out more episodes of The Local Flavor. And BJ, tell everybody to go when they want something really good to eat.
Come see us here at Gowdys Farm Shed, Monday through Saturday, 10 to 8.
Butter pecan is the only way to go. Stay tuned.